Welcome or welcome back to There's a Proverb for That, where we like to talk about faith and other fabulous things. Today we are talking about a fabulous thing, and that is perfumes. But unfortunately, these are perfumes that I might be saying goodbye to. So I never thought I would do a declutter video. I love all the perfumes in my collection, even the ones that don't smell the best to me. They might hold some like sentimental significance. The vast majority of them, it's like I can find a place in my heart and in my rotation for these fragrances, and there's an occasion for everything. And so let's hang in there. But as my collection has grown and as I have discovered some fragrances that are just so special, it's been hard to make use of the ones that I really have to find a place for or really work hard to want to wear them. And so the fragrances that I have today, and I have 9, and I have gotten rid of perfumes before. Usually I give them to my mom or to my sister or to my daughter. I usually find a home for them. I don't know exactly what I will do with these. I've also done 6 subscriber giveaways as I try to build my channel, and I've got at least 4 left before I hit 1,000 subscribers, which I really hope to do very soon. So if you are not already subscribed and you like this kind of content, please do subscribe to the channel, and it gets me closer to the next giveaway. But I've given away fragrances through my giveaways. Those are always brand new. I don't give away my discarded fragrances there. Okay, anyway, enough of all of that. Let me tell you about the fragrances that I am saying goodbye to, or I'm going to have to repurpose in order to not be wasteful. The first fragrance is Jimmy Choo, and I think it's just called Jimmy Choo. This is an older fragrance. I purchased this because I think it's Soaky London, who's a perfume influencer reviewer on YouTube. She would say that this is her favorite fragrance of all time. So I thought, I gotta try this. This was a blind buy. It was not terribly expensive. It still isn't terribly expensive. If you want to pick this up, you can find this very reasonably priced. And the problem that I have with it is that in the bottle, so as I smell it here and as I smell it like on paper, I get a little bit of a kind of fruity, feminine, nice, light fragrance. Not very complicated, not overpowering, but light, pretty, feminine, a little fruity. And it's got a pear note, which is what I thought I would like most about it and really drew me to the fragrance. But what it smells like on my skin is more like what this bottle looks like. It's kind of dull and dusty. I think it must be patchouli in this that just has kind of a dusty smell on my skin, and I just can't make it work. And I find myself never ever wearing this. So I think I will have to find another home for this. And I do think maybe that dustiness won't be the dry down on someone else, or maybe you really like it. You like kind of a dirty patchouli, I don't know. I will probably be getting rid of this one for sure. The next 2 I am probably going to have to let go of, and for the same reason. And these hurt my heart because they are expensive and because I really, really, really wanted to like them. The first one I've talked about on this channel, both of them I've talked about on this channel before, and I've talked about them as disliking them for the same reason, and that is Erba Pura. So this is a Xerjoff perfume that is a fruity, fresh, feminine, playful fragrance. Unfortunately, this has a very strong blackcurrant or cassis note that comes across as very like pungent and BO-ish. It leans BO on my skin. In the bottle, I get a little bit of that sort of blackcurrant cassis smell. Comes across as more green than dirty or pungent. And on paper, I get like the fruit basket. I get a fruity, feminine, fun summertime fragrance. On my skin, it came like this, with like it was leaking, and it I don't know, it rubbed off the velvet there. On my skin, this smells like BO. It smells like dirty armpits. It's not pretty, it's not pleasant, and it's the only thing I can smell. And I can't do it. I've tried it so many ways and I just can't. I did get Erba Gold, which is a fruity, feminine fragrance that has a lot of overlap with Erba Pura, but minus that pungent note. And that I do like. Unfortunately, I got that in the small bottle and I got this in the big one. So I just don't think I can ever, I mean, it is full. It is like, I mean, where you can see where you're not supposed to see. I mean, the juice is still up there. This is hardly used at all because every time I try it, it just goes dirty on me. It goes pungent on me, and I just can't. I can't smell that all day. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this because this cost a pretty penny when I bought it. I'm going to have to find a great home for it. Maybe I'll try to sell it, but I've never sold a perfume before, and I know there's a whole market for it. So I don't know, maybe I'll try it, but I hope I can find a place where this can go and someone will be very happy and it doesn't have that effect on them. The next one is Meliora, and it's the exact same reason. There is a black currant or a cassis note in this that leans pungent on my skin, and I just can't get around it. I have tried everything. I've tried layering it. I've tried different times of year, different weather, different seasons. It's the same. On the paper, I get a fruity, floral, feminine, pretty scent. I get what this bottle is giving me. I mean, and I just like, I love everything about this. I want to love this fragrance. And the reason this actually wasn't a blind buy. I purchased another Parfums de Marly fragrance, and I think it was from Lucky Scent, and they sent me a sample of Meliora, and I was blown away. It smelled gorgeous. It smelled feminine. It smelled fruity. It was complex. It developed very nicely. I don't know what happened when I got the full bottle. I really don't. And then I thought maybe my bottle went bad. Maybe the fragrance is fine, but this bottle is rotten. So I went to a perfume counter, Nordstrom, I think, and I smelled it fresh out of the bottle in the tester there. Same thing. So I thought, no, this is just what it does on my skin. And I've tried 15 different ways to make this work. It hasn't happened. So I think that one is going to have to go, and it's very sad because I have all of the Parfums de Marly except not the most recent one, but the one right before that, the one in the purple bottle. I did try that. I do like the way that smells. I love it. It's like a powdery, feminine, pretty fragrance, but all of the reviews that I've seen of that one are just that it does not last. So I didn't get it. I can't buy it just because I want to have the full collection. That's wasteful. So I didn't pick that up. I do have Valaya. I do not have Valaya Exclusive, but I'm curious about it. I just haven't tried it yet. The next one is Mademoiselle Ricci by, is it Nina Ricci? So this is the only Nina Ricci fragrance that I have. There is nothing wrong with this fragrance, and you can get this at a very good price. The only reason it is in this group is because I never wear it. I forget it's there. When I'm making my fragrance trays that I like to rotate out, I used to do it pretty consistently every month. Now I just do it sort of as my mood changes and it's time to clear it out and start over. I don't think I've ever added this to the tray except when I first bought it. It is like a floral, musky, feminine fragrance, like a rose forward fragrance. It's light, it's pretty, it is girly, and it's very affordable. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it except it's been sitting in my collection practically completely full almost since I bought it. As I smell it on the paper, I'm getting a rose musky fragrance, which is like one of my absolute favorite combinations, which makes me think, why don't I think I just forget about it. So this one is going in the, maybe I'll keep it, but I have to make myself use it pile. This is not one of the ones where like I struggle to find a reason to wear it. I just, honest to goodness, forget I have it. So I think what I'm going to do with this, I think it's going to start to get a little nicer, at least for a period of time. So maybe I'll try it, but I'm going to make myself pull this back out when the weather starts to warm up, because I do think that'll be a better time of year, and force myself to wear it, give it another try. If I still just don't wear it, then I think this is going to have to, I'm finally going to have to say goodbye, or this would be a great one to give to my daughter so that she can enjoy it. Number 5 in the list, these are not in any particular order, it's just, this is the 5th one I've talked about. This is Maison Margiela Autumn Vibes, the replica line. I bought this, if I'm being perfectly honest, I bought this because I love all things fall. Once the fall starts, it just gets better and better. And I thought, how could I not like this? The notes seemed okay. I think I was a little bit nervous about the moss that might be in here, that maybe it would be too green, too like off, odd. And then some of the spiciness, I worried how that would come together. And that's exactly the problem. I don't mind a little spicy perfume, and I don't mind a little green, but something about how this comes together in the dry down for me is a little too sharp for me to really enjoy it. It leans, I can't tell if it's because it leans masculine or if it's just the blend is just too sharp. So I have a little guy of this. It's not, you know, I could probably make my way through it if I really put an effort in, but I don't find myself wanting to wear it. So what I'm going to do with this one, I'm not going to get rid of it straight away. I'm going to try this as like atmosphere smells. Like maybe I'll spray a little bit on the duvet in the fall and see if just smelling it in the air, but not on my skin. Because like, as I smell it on the paper, it's not an unpleasant smell. It's just not something I want to smell like. It smells a little too masculine, a little too sharp, a little too dark for me. There's not enough of like a feminine edge to this. I will try it kind of maybe just spraying it in the room, and I'll have my husband try it and see if I just like it better on him. And if that doesn't work, it's gonna have to go. Next one is Giorgio Armani Si Passione, I think is how you say it. And this is like a fruity floral fragrance. This one has black currant, but it's either a lot less of it or something about the blend. It doesn't give me that pungent vibe. And it's got lots of fruits and florals in it. This is a really pretty fragrance and very feminine. I do not dislike it at all. Overall, it's nice. It's a very nice perfume, but it doesn't stand out to me. It's not that special, and that is okay. It's just like an everyday, not too serious, nice to have fragrance. But I have a lot of really special perfumes, and I have enough of them where I don't really need to save them, right? Like I don't save my perfumes for a special occasion. I wear what I'm in the mood for, and more often than not, I'm in the mood for something that I can really appreciate as special. It does not mean it has to be super complex. Very simple, pretty fragrances can be special to me, and it certainly doesn't mean it has to be expensive or niche or whatever. I have lots of designer and I love it. I just can't remember the last time I went for this one, where like, this is what I decided to wear for the day. Now again, this is in the category of ones that probably if I worked at it a little bit more, I could make myself wear it. I'm just not sure that I want to. So it's not out the door yet, but it's almost there. I think I will give it one more season, and otherwise I will find a nice home for this one. The next one, I really don't know. I don't know what to do about this. And if I don't know what to do about it, and if you've watched any of my winter, cold weather, fall fragrance videos, this will probably surprise you. This is Libre Intense, or Libre Intense, and I have the original, and I have the Le Parfum, and I have the, is it Platine? I don't know if I'm saying that right. The silver one, and I have the Eau de Toilette. I do not have Flames and Flowers. I think it's nice, but it's not I actually did a video on that, so I won't go into it. But I have, other than that one, I have all of them. And I love the way this smells. There's nothing wrong with the way this smells. I just find that because I have all of them, I have a hard time wearing any of them enough. The Lip Parfum I like a lot because it's got like this extra spice, this extra kick. I like the original as well. I like the Intense. I like the Eau de Toilette. I like the silver one that's a little fresher. What I find with this scent is that it is very, very strong and very distinct. Nothing smells like this that I own. I mean, nothing. This is a very distinct, strong, slightly masculine fragrance. It's a vanilla lavender, really pretty fragrance that I love to smell, but I don't wear it that often. I do wear one of them every so often, but I don't wear them all enough. And so I'm sort of at the point where it's like, do I need them all? Or should I get rid of at least one or two of them? Which narrows down the choices to a couple that will be a lot easier to wear and to get through, because I don't buy fragrances just to collect them. I don't just want to see them on the shelf. I want to be very excited about wearing them, and I want to be able to wear them. And I find that if I wear one of these one day, it's not like the next day I'm going to reach for the other one. It'll be a few days or more, and then I'll go in and I'll reach for another one. Or I'll wear them more often in the colder months and then put all of them away until the next year. And it's just like, I have larger bottles of basically all of them, and how long is it going to take to get through all of that? So that's my thought behind this one. I don't dislike the smell. I just can't wear it fast enough. I think the one, if I had to guess, I would say that I'm going to keep the original, just because it's memories for me. I remember when I bought it. I remember how much I loved it. I remember just really falling for kind of the Libre DNA. I've loved it from the beginning, and I love it now. And then also the Le Parfum, because it's just different. But as well as the Platine, I feel like that's kind of in a different category, so I'm not getting rid of that. But maybe I can let go of this one. I actually have two of the original ones. I have a smaller one and I have a larger one. So maybe I'll keep the smaller one, because that one's like maybe a third or more already gone, and get rid of the larger one because that one's basically full. The next two are from Kayali, and the reason that they are in this list is because I don't wear them. They are my least favorite scents from the Kayali line, I think. And there's several other ones that I have that I absolutely love, so maybe I don't need to hold on to them. And the first one is Eden Juicy Apple 01. This does not smell like fresh, juicy apple to me. This smells like candy, Jolly Rancher, sticky sweet, kind of very young and not long-lasting fragrance. So I could see wearing this like to work out because it's so light, but I don't know that I really want to smell like candy when I work out. I'm just thinking of an occasion where, like, if it doesn't last long, it wouldn't matter. I could see this wearing to bed, but I don't know. It's kind of a playful, youthful, summertime fun sort of fragrance to me, which isn't really bedtime. That's when I want like calming, maybe refreshing. I don't want like energizing, candy, playful. So I don't really know what to do with this. And I've mixed it with other things, but I've found that I only do that so that I can use it. And that's not necessary, because there will be someone who really, really loves this. So the only reason to keep it now is just to have it in my collection, because I have the others, and I don't know if that's a good enough reason. The next one is Kayali as well, and this is Citrus 08. The main reason I would get rid of this one is because I don't really like the way this one smells. It's lemony, fresh, with something that's a little dark also, something that's like spicy. and it just doesn't come together. It's not that pleasant to me. It doesn't smell bad, and it doesn't smell exactly like cleaner, even on the paper, but it kind of does. And it's hard for me to get into it. I could see mixing this with something that I wanted to punch up the freshness or the citrus. But again, I would just be trying to find ways to wear it, when maybe the better option is just to find someone who will love it. So this one is probably going to go. And the last one is last because as I was preparing this video, I decided I don't want to get rid of it. But if I don't use it, I will be getting rid of it. This is Good Girl Supreme by Carolina Herrera. A strong white floral, kind of mysterious, very sexy, loud fragrance. I forget I have it. I forget to wear it. I did wear this, I think the last time I wore this was like to a party when I wanted something that was really feminine, really fun, a little bit sexy, and a little bit like would stand out. And it was nice. It's very nice, but I don't wear it to work. I don't wear it on most of my like day-to-day kind of occasions, and so it's easy to forget to wear it. But I did try it. I sprayed it preparing for this video, and it's kind of a heavy tuberose, somewhat mysterious fragrance that's really not bad. It's not bad. And so, okay, I'm not going to get rid of it right away, but I'm going to give it one more round and we'll see. I actually am thinking, I'm actually thinking about wearing this to bed. Just like one spray, just one spray, and hope that it doesn't give me a headache and keep me up all night. But there's something kind of sexy and sensual about it. I could see it being a bedtime fragrance, but there's also something really loud and playful about it, which is why really it's been a going out fragrance. So I don't know, I'm gonna try it again. I feel like I've said that for more of these than I want to, but what I've got in front of me, 3 that I think I want to give another shot. And then I've got 6 or 7 probably I should get rid of, with like 1 or 2 that I don't know what category they're in. So maybe there we are, guys. My very first fragrance declutter video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will subscribe and come back. See me again soon. As always, stay blessed. See you next time.